In this video, I'm going to take you through a full day of eating on the carnivore diet, and I'm also going to share 3 of my favorite fat loss tips with you that you can implement today. If you're new here, my name is Marcus, and I've successfully lost 60 pounds, and I've been helping busy folks lose fat and get healthy for the last 12 years now. I am hungry. Let's eat. There it is, little surf and turf action. We've got some 75-25 burger patties and some salmon with a whole bunch of sea salt. My first tip is to eat convenience foods. Wait, what? But aren't convenience foods unhealthy? I'm talking about convenience foods in the context of what is readily available to you, meaning what you keep in your kitchen. I would recommend stocking your home with foods that you want to eat and getting rid of all the foods that you don't want to eat. And this works like a charm, because if all that you have available at arm's reach are single ingredient healthy whole foods, that's what you're gonna chow down on. And so if cookies, cakes, and ice cream aren't there, they're actually a lot more inconvenient to eat because you have to actively acquire them. Just like I wouldn't recommend someone that's working on being sober to keep their home stocked with alcohol. James Clear, who wrote the book Atomic Habits, says, "We don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems." So set up your home as a healthy eating ecosystem and take discipline out of the equation, because why make it harder than it needs to be, right? Speaking of systems, if you follow me and send me a DM on Instagram, I will send you an infographic that lays out how to determine your calories and macros for fat loss on a carnivore diet. My handle is @N1Fitness, so just send me a message saying carnivore fat loss template and I'll send it right over. It's snack time and I'm gonna have these wild caught sardines here. Make sure that you get sardines in water because we don't want the ones that are in seed oils. I'll be honest, sardines are not my favorite food in the world, but they are so packed with nutrition that I make an effort to mix them in here and there. My second tip is to walk with a purpose, and I don't mean speed walking. You know that I'm a huge fan of having my clients hit 10,000 steps per day or 70,000 over the course of the week as a whole. However, a lot of folks, me included, find it a lot easier to get their movement in when it's paired with some sort of purpose. For example, walking to get a few groceries, if possible, or for a coffee if you happen to drink it. Or while you're listening to the N1 Fitness podcast, so you're learning alongside your activity. Attaching some purpose to your activity makes it so you're not just aimlessly walking around. And this is really, really helpful from a psychological standpoint in terms of adhering to your movement practice. Oh yeah, look at all that goodness. There it is, my people, 1.5 pounds of ground beef and ground turkey with salt and a little garnish of pickles there. My third tip is to go to bed satisfied but not stuffed, because eating too much and or too close to bed is a recipe for disrupted sleep and often the night sweats too, because our bodies produce a lot of heat in order to break down the food that we've eaten. And so eating 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours before you plan on going to bed will increase sleep quality. We definitely don't want to go to bed hungry because that isn't conducive to great sleep either. So for most folks, having a hefty dinner 2 to 4 hours before bed tends to work really well. Feel free to thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you like this video, I think you'll like this one too.